Hey there guys, so the last time in the anime, we saw that Ian overexerted himself and had passed out, so Yuri and Pina decided to make something delicious for Ian and went to town for shopping. But at the same time, Zoid met Echidna, and she saw pure hatred in Zoid, so she tells him the secret behind Ian's new powers are the spirit eye, and since Echidna was a spirit too, she offered similar kind of power. Drowning in hate, Zoid took it, and became a monster and started rampaging the town, but when he saw Yuri, he targeted her as Echidna told him she's the spirit with Ian, but their Ian came in, and Zoid tried to mess with his mind, saying that Ian is the same as him, and tried to mentally sway Ian. But seeing that Yuri and others trust in him, Ian realized his shortcomings and overcomes his fear. Thanks to that, Ian had awakened his full powers, and now he has become a proper guardian. But Echidna was also after something, and since she got good results, she went off after grabbing an eye she lent to Zoid, and after that, out of nowhere Yuri asked Ian to kiss her, which was dangerous because her mother could kill him, but Ursula had to agree as well because it's a ritual to finalize the Guardian Pact. All this time Yuri was carrying the burden of an unfinished pact, so Ian felt bad, but spectators were more excited than the person who were about to kiss. So Ursula took them out to give some privacy, but she warned Ian to only kiss and no further action, and then assumed it was a nightly kiss, but it wasn't. Yuri was really looking for a steamy kiss. But darn to his luck, he accidentally kissed her forehead, and the pact got sealed. Well anyways, Echidna went to meet a demon. His name was Baron Falco, and Echidna showed him an edict from the demon lord himself. He had ordered Falco to kill Ian. Falco was over high horse that he had to take over a vermin's now. So Echidna tells him that Ian had killed an ancient dragon all by himself. However, Falco thinks it's not a great deal because ancient dragons are just one level above basic monsters. So Echidna uses her seduction charm on that moron to make him comply with the order. So Falco opened the gate and came to the human world for the work. He was a speed type, and he saw Ian coming out himself. So he introduced himself like a noble since he's a baron. Falco thought he could take care of Ian with his speed. But his unparalleled speed is nothing in front of a powerhouse such as Ian, so it didn't take long to finish up, and other girls came out as well. He showed them the Baron he took care of, and Pina just had to say that Ian had become stronger than Ursula now. Then, competition aside, Ian went to the royal castle and met Claudia. Today's visit here was to get to the Forbidden Library. Thanks to the king's gift, Ian could easily get access to the library, but even Claudia can't enter because everyone needs permission from both the king and librarian to enter. Ian had the king's permission, so how to get from a librarian? Claudia said to just get past the gate. If he gets past means he has permission. Ian went through, but Yuri and Ursula can't enter because their connection to each other was severed. So Ian has to proceed on his own from here on. Then as he entered the library, he saw a girl falling down. So he saved the lady, and she was grateful to Ian, but she's super shy, and her name was Alice. Ian asked how'd she fall down, and she said she was reading a book. Seriously, just how much loss can she get in reading? Then Ian thanked Alice for granting him permission to enter, and he tells her he is here to find something, because someone dear to him is finding her family. And Alice gives him the book Ian was looking for. It was regarding Secret Dungeon, and Alice asked him about Yuri, because Alice is also a spirit. Then scene instantly goes somewhere else, which was confusing, but Ian promised to look for the secret dungeon of Alice to reunite them, and Alice was keeping an eye on them from afar. Her mother insisted Alice to just tell Ian where her dungeon is, but Alice is an introvert and she's scared of going outside. She fears humans because they've killed Echidna, but she knows Ian is not like others. And when Akahane showed up, she saw Alice was happy that Ian came to her, but the problem is that this library is somewhere else. The door Ian just passed through was a gate connecting it to the royal castle, and only after getting permission from the king and Alice could a person enter. Because this place holds all of the country's secrets, and they can stay here because this place uses world tree power, so Ian has to pass their dungeon properly. And only then he could take Alice out, plus Alice is frail, so Ian can't take her out right away, and if Alice doesn't want, he can't take her out anyway. Ian knew Alice is scared of stepping out in a new world, but Ian spoke from experience that he was the same, but everyone around had helped him so much. So he tells to Alice he'll support her no matter what if she takes a step forward like him, and he will reunite her with her family, saying that he takes his leave. And in the meantime, Akahane supported Alice in whatever decision she would make. She knew Alice had taken a liking to the boy, and Akahane told her to try putting her trust in EIN, and if she found anything displeasing, she could always get back here. Then EIN comes in and Alice builds up her courage and asks EIN to take her to the outside world. EIN wasted no time to get her out of this dungeon, and Akahane gives him the spirit core. But she couldn't teleport like other guardians, so she gives one of her clones to EIN. That's how they started to make their way out of that dungeon. There were many obstacles in the way, but EIN smartly took out. But watching him take such a risk makes Alice worried, and EIN says he's fine, and Akahane gets disappointed because EIN is dense. Then finally they got to the exit, and Mother was happy to see her daughter with her first love, so Alice had to shut her up, and then the sisters were reunited in the end. And Yuri thanked EIN for this, but Antenna caught the jealousy signals, and she started to make Alice even more jealous, but she tells her EIN's right arm is free. And before Yuri Alice took that side, Pina just lightly said EIN could be in love with Alice, which calls for unwanted attraction. But our episode 8 ends right there, so stay tuned to watch another episode of this anime, and for that subscribe the channel, and hit the bell icon to receive the latest updates. Till then, take care.